Well, I am telling you, it has been a week of fun. Getting everything done has been a week of fun. Everything is going crazy. How are you guys doing today? Hello. I am live on Mr. YouTube, and everything is going slightly off today. Oh my God. My Wi Fi has been a headache forever. So, You know, I studied fashion. I have a diploma to prove it, but I also studied the history of fashion. And because I studied the history of fashion, I wanted to come up here today and talk about the trend that's all happening out there. There is a trend. So it is one of those things that happens in the world. So right now, they're bringing back the midi skirt. Midis are the sign of austerity, right? We know that the midis come in, and that's a fashion thing. I studied fashion at George Brown. I worked in the fashion industry in Spadina. I did my own fashion shows. I designed for others, and then I got fed up and decided I wanted to wear the clothes. I found a job at the back because I could wear the clothes I made. So austerity. Um, when the midi skirt comes on, that's a sign that things are not always as we see it. So, or what you might say, is it austerity or are they a statement of power? The midi skirt, is it we're being careful, we're watching our money? Remember after COVID, we went on a spending extravaganza. It looks now that we want to keep things under wrap, cover it up. So the midi skirt is covering most of our legs coming down to the calves, right? The mini was an inch above the butt or below the butt, right? So this is an entirely different thing. So today I'm bringing this to you because it's all about us and what we do, what we feel, and all of that affects us. So let's look at it. So welcome everybody that's here. And thanks for joining me. It's challenging because we had a power shortage a week ago and my Wi-Fi hasn't recovered. So after this, I need to go back to my carrier and have it again, second time for the day. But anyway, here we are. So today, I'm going to channel you with this little thing. Are midis the sign of austerity or are they a statement of power? I'm taking my power back. I'm managing my money. I'm wearing that mid-calf skirt. Is that what it is? I wonder. So we are going to love ourselves and embrace everything we do. And as we do that, one of the things we have to make sure we understand is who we are. So I want you to read this today. We're just not talking about fashion. It's not fashion. We're talking about identity, history, power, and prosperity. Yes, through the lens of a skirt, the midi skirt, the length of your dress, that length. In 2008, when the crash went, the skirts were longer. During the depression, they were longer. And now we are long again. And I'm wondering if we understand what is going on. So I'm talking out here about love. That is usually love of self. And we can look at it from different standpoints. So we are going to look at it today from fashion, what fashion does. Hi, Azona, how are you? So because I just want you to stay with me a minute, because what might seem like just a trend is actually a mirror reflecting society's emotional state, including ours. So right now we say we're looking at it and as if it's a mirror, but it's not. It's what's happening in society now. It's the emotional state of the entire world. We want to wrap ourselves more deeply in ourselves. And that's right. We're supposed to do that. So it's not just about fashion. It's really about our identity, our history, the power, prosperity. Yes, through the lens of a skirt, the length of a skirt. When we are crazy and joyful, we just kick our heels up. In a midi, you can't. We have too much fabric. We don't want to keep our skirt. We want to hide. We don't want to travel. We don't want to do this. We don't want to go here. We don't think about it from that point of view and make a comment. How are you feeling about this? So because that what might seem like a trend is actually a mirror of reflection of what we are feeling, our emotions, including it, our yours and mine. Have you ever looked in the mirror and questioned why you choose to wear something? Have you done that? A man too. What type of shirt are you wearing? Are you toning down from the bright pinks and yellows? Are you into more the pale blues and the white and the gray shirt and the dark slack? Is your shoes less pointed? This is not about fashion. When the midi skirt appears on a woman, it's a sign of taking our power back and austerity. After COVID, we had this time we say we spend, spend, spend. No, we're pulling back. We're saving. We're saving ourselves. We're wrapping ourselves in a longer skirt. After the 208 crash, we did the same thing. It didn't seem like people noticed it, but they're noticing it now. It's our emotional blanket to put more fabric around our legs, cover them up. Men are using gray shirts, white shirts, not those hot pinks and yellows and the bright blues and greens they were wearing. Look, watch them, watch them. Their socks are toned down. Their shoes are brown and black. They're not into so much color. Even those that wear color, the plaids are toned down because of what we're experiencing in the world. Have you ever looked in the mirror and questioned, why am I wearing this? Why a piece of fabric make you feel confident or small, joyful or invisible? I don't want to be seen. This is the period we are going through right now. We don't want to do much to ruffle any more feathers than that are being ruffled in the moment. What we want now is to stay back. Do not be seen. If you show up today in a mini skirt or in a flashy shirt, pointed shoes and all of that, and when you pull up your pants, your socks is just so vibrant, people are going to see you. We don't want to be seen in turbulent times. We want to hide. Our animal instinct kicks in. Whenever a storm is coming, the tsunami, they said all the animals were running for the hills. That's what we are doing. Our animal instinct is alert and well now because we are in uncertain, turbulent times. The midi skirt is a sign of austerity, but also taking our power back. You're not going to get me. I'm going to be properly covered up. There's not going to be any reason for you to crash into me. You do not have to call me names because I'm wearing a green, blue, or pink shirt. The man is saying, I'm wearing green. Oh, we blend in. I am not sticking out. After COVID, though, we all stuck out. We were crazy. All the money we saved, we started using it. We were shopping. We went on a shopping bonanza. And now we are on a saving bonanza, saving ourselves from disaster, like the animals when the storm is coming. Even when we had the last total eclipse in North America, the animals weren't around. It was summer. And in my garden, the birds are numerous, the squirrels, everybody was quiet because something unusual was happening. And that's what's happening. So the midi skirt of fashion is not about fashion. The dullness of our colors is not about the fashion. It's about the energy, the emotion we're feeling. Why you wear this piece of clothing? When you see a piece of fabric, oh, that's so nice. And now you might be saying, even the weather is not cooperating. In the Northeast, it's hot and cold. It's still cloudy on days that we're supposed to have sunshine. And that's why our animal instinct kicks in. And we want to be invisible. Our long skirt in a dull color, saving our money, watching our money. Well, the midi skirts falling just below the knee, sometimes brushing the calves, has been called everything from elegant to oppressive. But what if it's neither or if it is both? It's elegant and oppressive. I am hiding me. You cannot see me. You cannot criticize me. You cannot say that I am showing off. You are not sure whether I'm oppressive. In turbulent emotional times, a mid-length skirt, men wearing more dull colors in their shirts, and socks that are not as plaid and bright as ever, more gray, more solid colors, tells you we are in turbulent times. And today in 2025, the midi is trending again. The midi skirt is trending again. But what does that say about us? Sometimes we have to pause and look at what it's saying about us. Um, when we look at, somebody said about the comment, taken with Trini Strata, blessings for pouring into the community. Thank you for that, for your comment. To some midis signals austerity, a time of pulling back, toning down, a period when boldness is discouraged and safety is preferred. That's what we are having right now. Safety is being preferred. Stay back, observe yourself, be aware of your environment. Where are you going? Everybody in the family wants to know where you are. Friends, they don't know what is going on. Hide your money. Make sure you have good ID. Everything is protection, protection, protection. The midi skirt depicts protection. When things are not going well, our animal instinct kicks in, no matter who we are. We start running for shelter like the animals before a storm, like I said in 2004 when they had that tsunami. The animals took up for the hills. Disaster. We now are wrapping ourselves in a longer skirt below the knee and brushing the calves. The men are in duller suits. Dull. No longer the flamboyant suits after COVID. We came out and they saw us. You know, some midis say it's austerity, a time of pulling back, a period when boldness is discouraged, safety is preferred. That may be true in some historical periods, but I believe it's time we reclaim it. Today's midi doesn't shrink us, it redefines us. A midi skirt in this society today says, I am different. My style is different. My stripes are different. I do not belong to a herd. I choose to wear a midi. You might have every other part of your body exposed. I am pulling back. I am protecting me. I'm covering me. It's more about me now. We are not hiding though. We're choosing intentionally. We're saying, I can be bold without showing everything. I can be strong without shouting. I can love myself without meddling or needing permission from others to choose what to wear. A lot of choosing is happening. A lot of what you will call selfishness is happening. It's a sign of protection. It's a sign to be aware. And that's what we're doing. So in all we talk about on this Love Channel on sensuality at that time of the day, is to embolden you to take back your power. You do not have to look like everybody else on the internet. You do not have to have the same face as Barbie. You do not have to wear the miniskirts we wore in the 60s. But you can choose to wear it or not wear it, because we are in turbulent emotional times. Cover up is normal. Animals took off last year in the summer when we had that thing, that eclipse. You couldn't find an animal in my backyard. I live in a forest, but there they were all gone. So we're saying I can be bold. I do not need permission. That's emotional prosperity in action. And mental prosperity, being smart about how we express ourselves. Mental, how do we express ourselves? And to whom? How? Do we know who we should express ourselves to, and when, and how? Right now, awareness. pulling back. I don't want you to see all of my knees, maybe not in the mental, in the actual form. I'm covering up, I'm saving. This is a time of savings and watching the penny. I was at the supermarket the other day, yesterday, and certain vegetables and fruits coming from certain places were spoiling on the shelf. That tells me it's awareness. That told me that people are aware what they're doing with their money, what they're doing with themselves, what they're wearing. So it is being smart about how we express ourselves in many different ways. Let's talk about self love through style. How many of us have one that the world would want it? We want something that the world would want to wear. What other mothers approve of? What society admired? What magazines sold us? So we're talking about love through style. How many of us has one what the world wanted us to wear? What our mothers approve of? What society admired with what magazines sold to us? But when was the last time that you wore something that made you feel fulfilled? Answer that question to yourself. When was the last time you wore something that made you feel it's okay? I am good with it. It fits my skin. I love it. And yet, it was not the main trend. It might have been on the border of the trend. It might have been a little from last trend. It might be too early for the new trend. But when you wore it, you felt magnificent. You were fulfilled. And that is what we have to remember. Midis today and about lack. When somebody dressed in a midi, or a man has a black or gray instead of purple and pink shirts and all of that, they they're about elegance. They flow with us. They rise and fall with our moods. They move, but they don't reveal everything. Just like a woman who knows her worth doesn't need to prove it. So your clothes, when you put it on, it tells them, I don't have to prove to you that I can wear this. You don't have to. I can just wear it because I like it. I like seeing it there. I prefer to shelter my money. I prefer to shelter my legs today. I prefer to wear midi skirt. I've decided this is serious business we are in right now, and I need to be a professional. So I'm going to get rid of some of the frivolity of the after COVID. You know, this is physical prosperity, dressing in a way that honors your body. We need to remember that. This is spiritual prosperity, loving the form you were given and the choices you make for it. You see, it always ends up being about you here. It's always about you. It's not criticisms of you, it's awareness of the power you have within the decisions of your mental, your mind, your emotions, your physical, and your spiritual. And watching how you take your financial prosperity and how you move it around the block. Where you drop it, where you invest it, where you pick it up. And that's what it is. You have a body, a form, and a shape. You choose how to dress it. You make mental decision. This is not a time to be stupid. This is a time for me to be frugal, to be austere, to have austerity. And also to be bold and to decide, no, this is not for me. This is for me. That's what it's all about. So the midi skirt that is trending right now, it's not new. It's been around the corner before. It had those opportunities before. It showed its head after the mini. It was to overcome the mini. They never could. And it was never ever replicated that mini skirt to make that fashion statement it made in the 60s. But the 60s were a time of coming, of women coming into their own. A lot of decisions were made that were financially silly, like burning your bra. Why? I didn't get it. My mother told me, why are women burning the bra? If they're showing their dissatisfaction with men, why don't they burn the men's underwear? Made the point, didn't she? And it's true. So, what does our collective fashion say about our collective consciousness? We are in a time of reflection and inflection, of rebuilding. We are saying, I don't need to chase excess to feel worthy. That's why we're saving. That's why we're folding and wrapping ourselves in garments that does not expose us too much. That's why when we see a storm, we move from the storm. Our animal instinct to run and shelter before the storm hits kicks in during periods when women are going towards the midi skirt and men are choosing less brilliant brazen colors in their shirts and their socks and their shoes because it's coming of a different era, an era where we need to save. 4 years of COVID, we couldn't spend money, but when COVID left, we went crazy. And now we don't know where we're going, but we know we have to build a foundation, financial foundation. We know we have to be aware of how we're taking care and dressing that body we have, because our body, how we wear our clothes, speaks about our emotional. It's not only about austerity to wear a midi skirt and men in more dull colors than a year or two ago. It's not. It's taking back our power and saying, yes, we have to blend, but you're not going to find us that easily. We're going to be more quiet. We're going to be more determined and more forceful. And because of that, we're wearing garments that are making us feel sheltered, protected, enjoyable, comfortable. There's a vast difference between a lovely midi skirt and one beneath your knee from a woman who wore 18-inch skirts with legs that were 10 feet long. But that was the time. So now I will wrap my legs in a midi skirt and be comfortable, because this is where we are now. It's a period of austerity and of taking back our power, choosing to save money, choosing to observe nature. And I don't need to be exposed to be accepted. I do not need, I mean meaning. I need meaning. I do not need more. I need meaning. My purpose. Why am I doing that? That's what midis represent. Those midi skirt, they represent a shift from the commercial situation to consciousness. I'm not buying it because you want to sell it. We're doing that all over the world. We are not buying it because you've got it. We're buying it because we need it. You know, the financial prosperity is a new choosing timelessness over trend chasing. Choosing investment over impulse is what is happening right now. We are choosing how to invest instead of impulsively spending money. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So imagine yourself walking down a sunlit path wearing a flowing midi skirt that dances with the breeze. With each step, you feel more powerful, more graceful, more grounded. You're not hiding, you're revealing your soul piece by piece in your own time. That's what makes my heartstring tug. That's what makes them dance. The flowiness of that skirt, the comfortable of a nice pair of slacks, shoes that are not so pointed, socks that are not so bright that catches the dirt so easily, a regular gray blue shirt on a man. Austerity, not the trend, just what we choose to wear. And that's what matters. So we are not hiding. We are revealing our soul piece by piece by piece. So we have to say to ourselves, and say it well, I am elegant. I am powerful. I am intentional. I am whole. I am complete. Wow. You put that shirt on, you tuck it in, a regular old leather belt, gray slacks, gray black socks, black shoes. And that man standing there and he goes, I'm elegant. I am powerful. I am intentionally doing this. I am whole. I'm complete. And the woman looks at it and she goes, I am not hiding in my midi skirt. I am not revealing my soul to you. I'm revealing me piece by piece, layer by layer. I am worthy. I'm deserving. I have inner strength power. Yes, I can. I am fearful. I'm consistent. And I know what I want. That's the woman. And you feel the wind brush against your legs in that midi skirt and remind you, you're free. You are most certainly free. So, if this message resonates with you, leave a comment. Tell me later, how do you see your clothing to express love for yourself? How you feel about that? And if you ever doubted your style, I want you to take a moment this week to wear something that feels like you, something that makes you feel amazing. You have to remember that. So, till next Thursday, love yourself always. And I'll see you next Thursday, same time, same place, if this technology situation ever heal themselves. Have an amazing and fabulous day. Thank you so much for stopping by. So Azona came by and taking with Trina Starrer, blessings for pouring into the community. Thank you. That's what we do best. We give others a little bit of what it is we know for sure. And it's all they need is one little teaspoon. Hey, you don't need a lot of salt and certainly not a lot of sugar for you to be sweet and salty all at the same time. Have an amazing and wonderful day. See you next Thursday, same time, same place on the Love Channel. This time is loving through what you decide to wear. What can you do? Have a great day. I love you. Thank you for coming, each and every one of you. It has been an absolute pleasure. So remember, the trend of a midi skirt, the darker colors on a man now, it's not only because of austerity, it is about taking back our power. It's letting our animal instinct kick in. There are storms brewing, and the animals will leave low ground and they'll hide in high ground. Are we doing that now? Yeah, we are. We're saving our money. We're watching what we do. We do not just wear anything. Gone are the colors of the past couple of years. After COVID, we spend. During COVID, we saved. We had no other thing to do. We couldn't spend, so we saved. But now there's a need to save. The fear that we won't have enough to live, we're even saving by wrapping ourselves in more normal, ordinary clothing. Have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody. Love you.